Alright folks, we're here at Catterline Bay, just having a walk about, seeing if there's anything interesting to see. Last time I was here I called it Creel because there's a creel in at the top of the hill with creel written on the roof, so that was the reason. But Catterline Bay, there was an almighty noise a minute ago from up there, but I don't know if you can see it. There's little baby seagulls nesting up on the cliff face. The tide's too far in for us to get any further round, but we'll wait here, look up the other side and we'll update the viewer. So this is the first time I've been to the Catterline Bay since, well, it must have been last year, but last time the tide wasn't as far in as this. So we're literally just exploring around the coast here, around the edge. Looks like this might be as far as we can get, unless we can jump over here. Oh, it's slippy already, fam. Be careful here, we're going to get wet. I don't think it's worth it. Since we can't get any further this way, we're about to climb over the top of this hill here behind me. I think there's a shallow gradient to climb, so it's not too bad. I wouldn't be able to get up this rock face anyway, for sure. This is all bedrock, I'm sure it's volcanic. These stones will have been pushed from deep in the earth up to the surface. It's crazy to see that with all the stones stuck in the rock. Looks like there's actually a wee path up the hill here, so that must take us round when the tide's in. The sand here at this beach is all shells. Different bits of the coast around Scotland here is different. You can go a mile up the coast and it looks like a different country, like. So alright, we'll go over this hill. That was a steep hill. I'm gassed. I think it's just a cliff literally right here, so I'll have to be careful. That must be the seagull's house over there. Nothing but seagulls on that rock. That rock there's like a big witch's hat or something. I can actually see out in the sea on the horizon. There's a windmill. This will clean the dirt off our shoes, like. Holy fuck, this foot fell. So we've made it to this cool little spot. It's all just bedrock around here. But down in the cove we're out of the wind. This whole bit here is pretty crazy, like. It's all just stone. It's all just stone around here. It's like being on another planet a bit, like. The ground's almost like cement with stones in it. But it's just the way the bedrock is here at in East Scotland, like. Pretty cool bit to climb around here. right on the edge here, folks. Down into the water, you'd be knee deep at least, maybe waist deep. He's done it. We're going for it, folks. We're right on the edge. This is live. It's not live. I always say it's live, but for me right now, it's as live as it gets. Just put my hand in water. But it's life or death. My feet are literally on the edge. Crazy times. That's no advice, folks. We were on the I was on edge, you were on the edge. That was intense. I was just leaning in water, my gloves gotten wet here, but it'll dry quick enough. So we've come around the corner for that dangerous climb there, and there's a whole cove here. It's like a little pebble beach. Looks like there may be a cave over there, but I don't know if it's accessible. It's cool, like this rock here, I'm going to go over to it. It looks like it's hollowed out underneath. Yeah, that's mental, eh? That's crazy how that is under eroded there. The amount of wind coming down this cove is crazy, but that's just crazy how that's eroded. You can see water coming out through the rock. It's like a little miniature wonderland, but it's really like a wind tunnel today. I don't know how well the audio comes out, but it was really windy at that moment there. There's a lighthouse behind me there on the hill, and I think it's called Todd Hill Lighthouse. So that gives you an idea where on the coast it is. Catterline Bay here. There's so many seagulls over there on those stones. It must be nesting time for them, like. Same with this stone over here, they're all just staying there, like. The whole time we've been walking around. It's like Seagull City. Pretty cool view of this area up here on the side of the hill. So there's no historical relics here other than the land itself. Sometimes cool to see the way that the cove. Holy sh! Right, this is live BPR. It's a dead badger. got paws like a dog. I can't even believe that. That's a dead badger here at the coast. Last week there was a dead beaver at the side of the path, and so random. Such a shame. That's nature. But maybe the badgers come along and fall. If it was running or something, maybe it fell down this cliff. So that shows you that badgers are kicking about this area. Maybe if it's dark, it didn't even see the cliff. So we're about to cut up this slope here because it looks like a shallow gradient, so it'll be easy to walk on. Because that was a dangerous bit we came in there. But this bit is quite steep as well. That's the craziest scent, folks. I've got a thorn sticking out of my hands. That's mental. So there's a lot of stuff, like bits of cement and stuff being left here to protect the coastline from getting worn away, but one of the cool things is this chain. It's like an old ship chain. But I think the last time I came here, that chain was right at the edge of the mud, so now that's eroded like 3 or 4 feet since like last year. So there's been some amount of cement left along this bit just to protect the coastline. It looks like dragon's teeth. Golf ball there. These are easier to walk along than what the pebbles are. It's quite a cool little spot this, like. There's so much debris always abandoned at the side of the coast, like. I'll take a wee walk out to the end of the pier. In 1730 this historic pier was made. So we'll walk out it and have a look. Just imagine 1730. This outer wall of the harbour here has definitely been repaired since the 1700s, so here we go, the sea's going to be to my left now. Imagine in a storm, this will be getting covered with waves probably rolling in here. When I was up in the Highlands at Torresdale, there was a lot of bits like this, where the harbour wall's just in little coves, and it's so picturesque. It's about 5 PM just now, so the sun's setting. That's how it's only lighting up the far rocks now. Here, I go down to that bit. Yeah. So you hate to keep your wits about you when you've got moving water below you, which is probably like 40 foot deep. This would have probably been a bustling community when the fishing was in its prime. But now, as you can see, there's only like 3 boats, maybe 4. Last time I came here there was a couple of speedboats over there. I think there's been a ladder here at one time, mounted on there. See, originally as well, I think this has been a curved harbour wall here, and this has been the end of it. That's what it's been. This down here, that's the original harbour wall curved around here. And all this other bit, that's just been added on, which obviously has protected this. But this has probably been like the original big stones on the ground here. Looks like there might have been like mooring pins or something down here at one time. Some of them are still in place. So it's cool to see something for history, 1700s still here, still able to be used as it was first made. Boats can come in here and moor, and they'll be protected through the wild seas. But on a day like today, it's just calm, so it's good. But that's cool. That's the Catterline pier. 1730, first constructed. It's owned and maintained by the Catterline Harbour Trust, so good job to them. A lot of seagulls and oyster catchers flying about today. Somebody's glasses on the table there. If that's yours, that's where they are.
Be careful, that's where they are. Light's gone out.
That's a cool old fishing bothy over there. The daffies in front of it have actually come out, which shows you springtime. So that's been Catterline Bay. We'll see you in the next video.